In the NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision, the game is played with perseverance, integrity, passion, character, and sportsmanship as he works to honor the game and respect his teammates, opponents, officials, and fans. Every FCS player grows in his responsibilities as a student athlete and as a member of his campus and community. The NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision. Every down, every day.
That which doesn't kill you make you stronger, so we're very strong this morning because we're all alive. But I thought that University of Hawaii played one game, had police was there, they were focused and ready. I thought they played much better than they did in their opening game. And we didn't play very well to go with it. I don't want to discredit them at all. I thought they played a heck of a ball game, but we didn't give ourselves a chance. With the way we played, turning the ball over and doing the things we did, to play a team like that, to have an opportunity, you got to try to make them drive the length of the field all night long. We didn't do that. I did feel good, 7-0, getting out of the first quarter. I thought we had an opportunity, even though the 7 they shouldn't have had it. That was from a turnover, but 14-0 with less than 5 minutes to go till halftime. Again, I still felt like we were competing. We had an opportunity, and we had the football. If we could go out there and put 2 or 3 first downs together and either run the clock out or run a lot of it out while we tried to score, going in 14-0, I'd have felt like, we had something to talk about and had an opportunity. We didn't do that. 3 and out. One of the best drives of the day, they drove down and scored 21-0. Now let's run the clock out and go in. We can't do that. And they blocked the punt. Now it's 28-0. And we go in and just the whole mental disposition to our team was completely different than it was about 4 minutes ago. And then we come out and they return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. So we had about a 5-minute stretch there that we let the game get out of hand. And you can't come back from a good team. They were good up front on both sides, and when you give them a lead like that, they're going to take care of it. But a learning experience, something that will make us better. We knew going in, we played 3 very good football teams the first 3 weeks, that we hadn't done this before, that it was going to be something that we were going to have to do a good job with and address. We have 9 games left. We have the entire conference slate left. We're healthy coming back. The first 3 games have not beat us up physically. I think we'll be at full strength tomorrow at practice. We will correct what happened. A lot of what went on we can correct and will be corrected, and we'll move on. Well, I want to be 3-0. Did not know going into Louisiana Lafayette really what to expect playing our first FBS school on the road. I thought we came back the following week and put in a very good week and really improved in a lot of areas, no turnovers, and special teams played well. We went to Hawaii. I thought we put in 3 good, and I know we did, but we didn't play well. We didn't do the things you need to do. So I like where we are as a team mentally, but we got to get better at what we're doing physically, and part of that's mental as well. But we got to put in another good week. We got to bounce back. We're still a team progressing. Our season's still progressing. I'd like to be further along. I'd like to see us take a step in that type of environment and play better than we did at Louisiana Lafayette. We didn't do that. So if we're going to do anything in this league, we're going to have to play well against good teams on the road. We have not done that this year yet, and that's something that we got to continue to work on. And we got some more opportunities to come up to do that. So we got some big road games against very good football teams. So we'll have our opportunities to do that, but we got to get better. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think that had a whole lot to do with it, to be honest with you. Most of the stuff we're going to correct today, the player could almost correct it for you before you talk to him. It was a lot of simple things. A couple of times it was players trying to make plays, trying to do too much. Those kind of things. So no, I don't want to say it was, but it holds up. They do have a very good home field advantage, but we got to do better than that. It doesn't matter where we are. We got to play better than that. I don't know. I thought about that all the way home. Beat myself up for that a little bit. But if I was going back next week, I think I'd do the same thing again. I don't think you can go over there. That's part of their education. I'd like to think it didn't. I know my body, I kind of judge off of the team. By Saturday night, I was refreshed. I was okay. Now, if we had to play Thursday night after the ride, it would have been tough. But mentally, we just did not play the type of game we got to play. And part of that is I think we had some guys trying to do too much, and I think we have some players that still read a little bit into that in a big game you got to do above and beyond. Really, all you got to do is do your job, and that's what we got to focus on, is just making sure that we are not concerning ourselves with the opponent as much as we just concern ourselves with ourselves and do the things you got to fundamentally do to be a good football team. Well, I'm glad we don't have an open week this week after the way we played. We came back with a really bad taste in our mouth. We get to go out and work and focus on an opponent. And we've lost one day, and that's fine. But I'm glad we don't have 2 weeks to sit around here and wallow in this. We're going to go out and work. Like I said, these first 3 games was to prepare us for the rest of the season. We got one more game to prepare us for conference play before Southeast comes in here. We're going to put it in good work. And I fully expect our team to bounce back physically and mentally and play well this week. Well, we said it from day one. Our defense is ahead of our offense. You saw in Prairie View game when offensively we do some things and keep them fresh. They're pretty good defense, and they're getting better. But, again, we got to stop them regardless of the situation. I'm proud of the way our defense has fought and played well. Offensively, we're still a work in progress. We got some work to do, but defensively, we're further along, and if they can keep progressing, I think you'll see us just get better and better on defense. I don't think so. I think they're more disappointed in not playing well. I mean, like I said, they're going to watch bringing balls out of the end zone when they shouldn't, trying to field balls close to the sideline when they should let them go. Our punter's got to quit trying to read the entire serial number on the ball and punt the ball quicker, those kind of things. Just things like that that we know we're better than that. And we will. They'll shake their head watching this film, and our coaches will do a good job of correcting it and not killing our players off. It's because no one died. We're going to be fine if we just handle it right and go work, and that's what we'll do. In that game it had more to do than the other 2 phases, but no, offensively we didn't do enough to keep the defense off the field, and defensively we did give up a few big plays and didn't create as many turnovers as we needed to, so we all got work to do, but special teams did show up more in this game, and we got to chore that up, but a lot of those special teams players are the same players that's playing offense and defense, so, but yeah, I mean, we did not get it done on teams, and just a week before we played very well. So, yeah, we got a lot to address, but we'll address it. It did, and all I can do is tell you he's been coached not to bring it out, and I was as upset with the other guy back there for physically not keeping him in the end zone. That's his job. Again, we've coached it. We'll continue to coach it. And that's the kind of things that happens early in seasons with young players, but they have to get better. They have to grow up in a hurry because those are the type of mistakes you just can't make. Your team can't overcome those against anyone, especially a good football team. Well, like I said, coming home, I don't think I've done anything differently. Most of our team have never been to Hawaii. I think it's something they'll remember the rest of their life. I thought every American should go to Pearl Harbor, the things we did. It wasn't a whole lot of difference other than the luau Thursday night, and that wouldn't have been any different from a home 2 or 3 hour pep rally. Other than that, the mental preparation for the game was close to the same, but I wouldn't have done it differently, and I'm very proud that we got to do that for these players. Now we got to, like I told the guys out there after the game, I'd like to come back and play better, and that's the main thing. We didn't play near as well as we can, and that's something that we're going to have to work on. Yeah, I mean, I think we got a lot out of that that they'll remember the rest of their life. And like I said, the things they got to see, the thing their eyes got to soak up, a lot of young men don't have the opportunity to do. and I'm very happy to have that opportunity to do that. And then I'd like to go back at some point and do it all over again and play well. Getting our quarterback's face had more to do with it than anything. It's hard to throw the ball to Kevin when you don't have time to throw the football. I think they did a good job of knowing where he was on the field, but I don't think they did anything extra special to try to take Kevin away other than get a good pass rush and play good defense behind it. But they wasn't bracketing him or double covering him or anything like that. I thought going into the game they were a good defensive front, and judging them from USC was very tough because USC is a very good football team. I thought they were going to be good up front defensively. I thought if we had a chance to win this game, it was going to be a low-scoring type of ball game, a 17-14, 21-17 type game. I think without the turnovers, and if we could have moved the ball a little bit better offensively, that's the kind of the game that would have played out. It did not play out that way, but I still think they'll be a very good defensive front and a very good defensive team, and their offense will get better as the season goes on. And that's kind of what we should mirror ourselves to be. That's what we got to do as well. But I think defensively, they're a good defensive front. We just hit on that. We're going to watch. That's what they're doing right now. We're starting. That's why we're up here. We're watching this film and going to put this on the bed. And as a staff, we'll discuss tomorrow. We move practice back to 7 o'clock, and we'll discuss what we want to go out in, whether we want to be full pads, half, or just shorts. But we got between now and Saturday to get our legs back physically. I don't think this is a big physical week as much as it is a mental week. We got to do a good job of correcting players and making sure that we refocus. Physically, I think we'll be fine. That's my job physically. The assistant coach's job, more than mine, is mentally. It's both, but yeah, I mean, we're going to be dead leg today or two, and that's to be expected. But the game's Saturday, and this is only Monday, so we had 6 days, and God created the world in 6 days, so we can get ready for a football game in 6 days. No, I mean, it's been removed. This is really an entirely new football team. We got so many different starters on offense, and a lot of those guys wasn't here. So no, we just start over, watch the film on them, break them down, and prepare to play. I haven't been able to watch them a whole lot, to be honest with you. We had our assistants broke them down earlier before we went. I haven't had a chance to really watch them. That's the only thing I don't like about the Monday press conferences, especially with this trip. I can't tell you a whole lot about Langston today. I'll spend the night and tomorrow really watching them, so maybe later in the week I can comment more on them.